Those individuals who have made it their mission to study space and uncover all the hidden mysteries of the cosmos certainly have their work cut out for them. As our technology improves and we begin to be able to see further and further into the limitless expanse stretching out all around us, our universe becomes ever more mysterious and complicated. Far more questions remain to be answered than we could ever hope to solve in even 100 lifetimes, and the expanse of space taunting us with its mysteries remains limitless. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be looking at 3 recent space discoveries and what they mean for the future of space exploration. Strange galactic signal coming from the center of the Andromeda. We have only begun to truly understand the nature of particles that make up space relatively recently, and despite the wealth of knowledge that we have already uncovered, there remains an untold amount that is yet to be discovered. For example, although radio waves and the bodies that emit them have been widely studied, recently researchers noticed a strange pattern of radio waves being emitted from deep within the center of the Milky Way. When objects emit radio waves into space, they tend to follow discrete patterns depending on where and what they are being emitted from. However, these waves demonstrate no discernible hallmarks of known objects. Ziteng Wang, a graduate student at the School of Physics at the University of Sydney and the lead author of the study detailing the unusual waves, said that the strangest property of this new signal is that it has a very high polarization. This means its light oscillates in only one direction, but that the direction rotates with time. The brightness of the object also varies dramatically by a factor of 100, and the signal switches on and off apparently at random. We have never seen anything like it. At first, we thought it could be a pulsar or a very dense type of spinning dead star, or a type of star that emits huge solar flares. But the signals from this new source do not match what we expect from these types of celestial objects. The signal was observed by Wang and an international team using CSIRO's ASCAP radio telescope to observe the sky in new ways in order to locate anomalies revealed through radio waves. When they found this mysterious, unseen object producing these waves, it was immediately distinguishable not only for its unique pattern, but also because of its presentation over time. Initially invisible, the team noticed that it became very bright before fading and reappearing, which is unusual for celestial bodies. This strange behavior occurred a total of 6 times over the course of the 9 months that the astronomers recorded it. Yet, when they attempted to observe the region using visible light, there seemed to be nothing there, no matter which source or telescope they used. As they tried in vain to visualize the mysterious object in visible light, the strange radio waves continued, in seemingly no specific order or pattern. Each time the signal appeared, it manifested differently, sometimes lasting a single day, while other times it lasted weeks. No matter how the researchers tried, they could not definitively nail down what the object could be. Currently, the reigning hypothesis is that the object might belong to a new class of cosmic objects called Galactic Center radio transients, about which little is known. Perhaps if more information can be gleaned about this mysterious object, researchers will be able to definitively say whether or not it belongs to this class of GCRTs, or whether it belongs in a class of its own. Analyzing radio waves is one of the best ways for researchers to understand what lies undiscovered in space. Directly reviewing objects can only get us so far, as there are limits to how far visible light can be transmitted, and more proximal stars and bodies can block out the bodies beyond. It's discoveries such as this one, despite how mysterious it remains, that allow us to continue to gather information regarding the strange and mysterious world outside of our planet. Astronomers have detected a rotating galaxy in the early universe. When it comes to studying the creation of the universe, looking through the lens of a telescope can allow us to peer through time to piece together a timeline of how the universe as we know it developed. Finding things from earlier on in this timeline can be a valuable source of information regarding the mechanisms surrounding the evolution of galaxies and the infinite expanse of space over time. One such clue that was recently discovered using the ALMA telescope was an interesting rotating galaxy in the early universe. While all galaxies display a slow rotation, this one was unique in the fact that it is the youngest rotating galaxy ever found, and it's rotating at speeds that are much slower than the younger, more present-day galaxies that have been mapped. The galaxy in question, called MACS 1149 JD1, is incredibly far away and was only able to be observed due to the gravitational lensing that occurs to magnify the image of the galaxy as its light passes through a giant galaxy cluster nearby. Calculations revealed that this new galaxy formed when the universe was only 500 million years old, a little more than the blink of an eye when it comes to the cosmic timeline. It's also rather small, with a diameter of only 3,000 light-years across and a rotation speed of 50 kilometers per second. For comparison, our own galaxy, the Milky Way, measures over 100,000 light-years across and rotates at speeds of over 200 kilometers per second. Researchers believe that this is due to the fact that it seems that galaxies build up rotational speeds over time, and such a young galaxy would not have had time to accumulate enough matter to build up very fast rotational speeds. This means that, because researchers are viewing the galaxy at a point in time that has long since passed, as it advanced in age, it likely accrued more matter and increased its speeds. Co-author of the study revealing this discovery, Akio Inui, said that the rotation speed of JD1 is much slower than those found in galaxies in later epochs and our galaxy, and it's likely that JD1 is at an initial stage of developing a rotational motion. This is an important discovery for the understanding of galactic rotation over the course of cosmic time, and the research team hopes that they will be able to employ the powerful James Webb Space Telescope to peer even further into the cosmos and obtain more samples of how galaxy rotation rates increase or not over the course of their lifespans. Chinese project will bounce signals of asteroids. The threat of asteroids smashing into our planet seems like a distant possibility, but a team of Chinese scientists recently set out to discover just how distant it is, as well as map out the specific danger that a rogue asteroid could pose to Earth. To accomplish this mission, they have begun construction on over 20 large radar antennas, of which 2 have been completed, that will eventually all work together to generate a clear image of asteroids. Once the antennae are completed, they will bounce their signals off passing asteroids, which can be as far away as we are from the Sun, up to 93 million miles. These signals will generate a detailed image of the objects that it rebounds off, tracking their course and allowing researchers to calculate the chances that they might one day collide with Earth. These antennas, which will each have a diameter of close to 100 feet across, are projected to be the world's farthest reaching radio system and could stand to tell researchers a great deal of detailed information about the world beyond our planet, as the system could potentially be applied to several other purposes besides the tracking of asteroids. The far-reaching and thorough system could also be used to probe the area of space in between Earth and the Moon, which would benefit researchers who are searching for a landing space for the currently developing Tianwen-2 probe. As part of China's developing planetary defense system aimed at tracking and identifying dangerous objects on a collision course with our planet to deflect or destroy the threat in time, the satellite array could also be used to track rogue satellites and debris that are orbiting within Earth and also have the potential for disastrous collisions. This system will complement another project that China has in the works, which aims at deliberately crashing spacecraft into oncoming asteroids in order to deflect them away from their crash course. Ideally, the satellites would allow researchers to track nearby asteroids and identify potential threats, following such red flags more closely to eventually intervene and deflect any that might be getting just a little too close. In fact, we could begin to see results of this project as early as 2025, as researchers are hoping to use the satellites to track a certain asteroid and deliberately attack it to hopefully change its orbit and divert its path. As the first 2 satellites have already been completed, researchers are hopeful that soon they will be able to begin testing and troubleshooting the capabilities of the system in order to have these newest elements of the planetary defense system up and running before the time limit. These innovations serve as one of the first ways that humans might be able to intervene in the continuum of space, rather than simply observing and calculating from a distance. But what do you make of these recent discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.